That's cool. You can make arrows with this.
I actually found one of the scissor kits. I'm gonna go this way. This way.
Hello.
Well, it's Connie Call. How are you today?
Hi, Connie.
Long time no see.
Didn't you tell me she was just in?
She was in the store today, yes. Vicky
Okay.
Zimnicki, how are you? Kentucky tonight. Okay.
Welcome.
We're just letting people hop on here, so we were goofing, you know.
Weird. I was making arrows, so see.
Patsy Wilkerson, how are you doing tonight? Janice, Finn, and Julie. Finally, it's been a while and you're on. Beverly, welcome from North Carolina.
Welcome.
Kathy Leader, Jackie Alec. Ooh, I would butcher your last name. Alton Durfer. Sorry about that. Terry Cannon and Carol Gammon, how you doing, everybody, tonight? Louise, we got a full house here.
Cool beans.
We were just goofing, so.
Welcome.
April Green, how are you? We'll throw it a few minutes, let everybody hop on.
April, did you get your prize?
Hopefully.
She was a winner a couple, 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah. Karen, how are you?
Be sure and like, follow, share, subscribe, notify, like, share, subscribe, follow, notify. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and there's 5 things you can do.
Call us, you know.
Pick up the phone,
Email.
call us, email, all the good stuff.
Oh, I got a good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. I tried. Cecilia, how are you tonight? April's doing well and did get her prize, Joan. So that's a good. The mail still works. YouTube sound and pictures good. Thank you, Patsy.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe we get some Facebook
Somebody
people to
on
weigh in.
Facebook to weigh in. I'm still trying to decide which one is my favorite. And I think it's the cinnamony one.
Sherry Gregory, how are you doing tonight? Cheryl Stevens, welcome West Virginia. You know what? When this happens, Joan, we always just put it to a vote. We let the community decide.
Okay.
Well, you get to vote too. It's yours.
I kind of like this one best. This one is my favorite.
All right, so we're going to do a poll tonight. Block number 1, and you can just say number 1, number 2, or number 3.
So this is number 1.
Number 1, your favorite block as people are hopping on here.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Although this one is pretty too.
Like the lighter colors.
And number 3.
Number 3. Barbara, how are you doing?
There's only 3 colorways in this quilt. And these are the 3.
Good. I'm in Florida soaking up the sun. Yeah, different from Maine. All right, we got some votes coming in. Everybody get your vote going.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Patsy got her prize, by the way, so thank you.
Cool.
So Cheryl's got a number 2 vote in. Julie's got a number 2 vote. Janice is voting for number 2. Beverly's number 2, Cecilia 2, Vicky 2. Man, they're just rolling in here. We're on a landslide here.
Well, maybe I should hold up number 1 again.
So Connie's got a toss up between 1 and 2, but I think you got to pick. Karen says number 1. Sandy Schultz says number 2.
It is a very pretty block.
Terry number 2. Patsy can't pick, so she's going to do all 3. She's going to do a little collage.
3.
Hello, I like to make quilts with fewer colors. Vote for number 1, okay?
All right.
Number 2. Well, I think the 2's got it, but there
They
was some
are-
abstainers in there, so they could
are
have
all
swayed it.
pretty.
I don't know.
I just like the rich color of this, so it's gonna be a beautiful quilt. So
It was still fun. I mean, fun making
Yeah.
the.
it's a
The
very
different
easy
blocks.
block.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Peggy's because she's doing hers in teals and purples, and it's gonna be stunning.
April threw in a. She's a number 3. Carol's a number 1. Sherry's a number 2. Interesting. Okay. Is Peggy Bunch on? Peggy. Anybody out there? Peggy.
I'm gonna move that. I did set a trap for Lana. There's a box over there on the floor.
Oh, she's out there pestering people, so maybe she'll make an appearance. It's hard to say.
Can't force the kitty.
She's an in and out,
She lives by
does
her
these,
own
like
rules.
pet buys.
and
That's what I call them. Just swooping by, give me a pet, and I'm out of here.
moving on.
Karen Cavender, how are you? Hey, please, going 1 or 2. We still got votes coming in. Nice.
Nice.
Julie bought the pattern. Have to pick the fabrics. Peggy Bunch is here.
Yay, Peggy.
So our blocks for the cinnamon spice are doing well, if that's what you're calling the summer breeze.
The summer breeze works just
We're all
fine.
going to break into song here in a minute. Nope, YouTube would ban us. We got to give royalties for that stuff. Sharon Blizzard, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sharon.
All right, guys, I think we got some people on. I don't know if
Okay.
everybody's commented. Remember, you do have to comment to be entered in the drawing. This community seems to have been around for a minute or two. So I figured Lana must still be in bed. Lana, the cat.
You know, she did come visit me today. I was sewing today, and she did come and visit. And I shooed her out, so she might still be sulking.
Oh no, she was doing pet buys over there.
Oh, she was doing the pet me.
Oh yeah. Barbara voted number 2. Love it. Love the interaction, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, I guess number 2 is the winner for the prettiest block.
I think it's the light colors, just the way that the fabric, and I do like the light colored fabric is nice, and I think it makes a pretty good contrast, right,
Yeah.
for the quilt.
So that's kind of good because we're making this block again tonight, only smaller. So in this size.
So mini me.
Wait till we get to the mini me's.
Ruth, how are you doing?
Hi,
You're
Ruth.
never late. We're still just goofing here a little bit today and just having a good time. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful spring day. So Jan Schroeder, how are you doing?
Hi, Janice.
Jane.
Jan?
Jane.
I'm sorry, Jane.
Man, sorry. That's my bad, Jane. I apologize. Sharon's tired. She mowed 5 acres today. Oof.
Whoa.
That's a lot. That's a lot of mowing, Sharon. Maybe you should stop and quilt a block or something and just...
No doubt. Hit the air conditioning
Get
and
you a lemon water or wine or something, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, who are we?
we are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, Quilt Sampler, and Joan Sews. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltsampler.com, and joansews.com. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 7 Central, 6 to 6:30-ish, to whenever we're done with the blog. Every Tuesday. So be sure and like, follow, subscribe, notify, like, share. Share. Be sure and share.
Pat your head and rub your tummy at the same
I
time.
I don't have that.
Everybody, hop in. We're gonna
coordination.
get some calisthenics going on the show as well.
All right.
Change it up on you. You never know, right?
Well, let's jump over to the sewing machine and get started.
Well, it's so interesting. Sherry Gregory had a comment on why she voted the way that she did. And
Okay.
she just said that the light colors really make the other ones pop out a little bit. So
Okay.
it makes the fabric kind of shine a little bit. So
It does.
that's a great comment. Let's appreciate the insight.
It does. I think they'll all balance really well in the end. So,
Okay, so got a couple comments, questions for you here.
Okay.
Peggy did send a picture, so we'll see if we can get that.
Okay.
I'll have to look. Vicky wanted to know, are the kits for the pumpkin spice done yet? We know that that's a big one. No invoices on those kits yet.
Not yet.
I don't think that they're ready.
Not yet. We just had club last Thursday, so probably later this week we'll be getting the invoices out and getting them all cut and shipped to you just in time for month number 1. 3rd Thursday of May.
Wow.
Next month.
All right, so
I think it's the 15th.
Do we need to post this one again? That is...
It is on the website.
Is it Joan Sews?
No, it's on Filters.
Okay. I'll get you a link.
Do a search. It's not there.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin spice.
Let's see what kind of search engine we got going here.
And I don't know if the kit's out there. I think it's just the
May,
club.
October?
Yes. May through October. So
this is just the class.
Right. It's just the class. So if you want to join, Robert's going to post a picture of the club. If you want to join, call the store and get your name on the list. We'll get a kit cut for you. The kits were 81 something. No, it don't work. So what?
Well, Vicky's excited for it, which I know a lot of people are for that
Yeah.
pumpkin. That's a pretty.
It's
a
a cute
fun
quilt.
quilt. It came out really beautiful with the binding on it. Everybody give Jonah a round of applause. Give me your emoji.
Thank you.
Ruth, thank you. She holds up the community here. So 8124 to be exact.
8124 was the kit. And that does include the pattern. If you just want to do the pattern, you want to find your own fabrics, the pattern is $12. And once I get all of the kits cut, I'll cut all of the fabric that we have. If we have leftover fabric, we'll put it out there and you can buy a kit. But we can make substitutions too. It's Kim Deal fabric. So her oranges look like other oranges. So it would work just fine.
So, Peggy had a question for you.
Okay.
It is, I'm cutting out the 4-inch cube ones. How do you sew such small pieces?
They go so fast. You're going to love it.
Okay.
I dig the 4-inch cube. I say it all the time. I don't need more big quilts. Although, when Robert can spin the camera around, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. And
Peggy want to know if we got her order. We'll have to.
It seems like we just shipped something out for her. I didn't show them what I'm working on.
Yep. Sorry. Hang on just a moment.
So this is what I'm working on now. Sorry for the airplane.
No, you're good. You can kind of see a little bit.
You can see a little bit of it. There, I'll go right over the top. So I think it's going to be cute. This is something you can do with a layer cake. So I've got one row left. This goes together so fast because it's like next to nothing for cutting. Strip die and a layer cake, and you've got a fantastic quilt. So
if you're going to put like chocolate on the bottom and maybe vanilla on the top or something.
yeah. Chocolate on the... What are we talking about?
Never mind. Little cake joke. Just
Oh, layer cake.
Right.
I'm not real
Karen
smart
said she
today.
really likes that. Sandy said that she likes that. Julie's loving her 4-inch cube. There's a couple comments up here that... Oh, there they came through. All right, we got some emojis.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're going to make our flying geese first. And I've got my iron all heated up over there. So we're just going to line these up. And I already got my leader going through. There we go.
So they were asking a little bit about that, what you were showing behind. Is there a certain name of that pattern? Is that something you just put together and pulled out of your bonnet?
You know, it's a pull a rabbit out of my hat kind of quilt. Because I'm always thinking about inspiration, and that quilt's going to hang down in Springfield because...
So the name of it is...
I don't have a name for it.
Well, surely you got something you can just flip up there. It's like window panes, glasses, super collage,
way to put me on the spot. Put them on the spot. See if they can come up with a good name for it.
You know what? It is poll day, and you guys have been doing so much. Let's name this quilt.
And it is one that I have made before.
Get your names in for the quilt.
I have made this before, and I used it as a tablecloth, and then my...
Alright, so you guys put some names together, and let's start,
we're gonna
start throwing some stuff out there.
Press these seams open, and yes, I will make a pattern for it, for the fabric requirements.
We're wanting some love down in Springfield, so the Springfield people are popping up. They're appreciative.
So we don't sell nearly as many pre-cuts down in Springfield as we do up here in Kansas City, and I think the reason is they just need inspiration. So I was also going to make that with a layer cake in that same fabric, but I'm actually thinking I might use a different colored layer cake or charm pack, and make it a different color.
All right, we got some names coming in, Joan. Let's see what you like.
Okay.
We've got Julie Higgins weighing in with Square Deal.
Oh, what about Square Dance?
Okay, Joan came back with Square Dance. We got Kaleidoscope coming in. Karen, your comment didn't come through, so I'm not sure. Vicky said, I like that. Cheryl Hardcastle, welcome.
Hi, Cheryl.
To the show. If you've got a name for the quilt, throw it in there.
And I am just notching off this little peak because I use a sewing guide, and it will distort my seam if I don't. So let's sew the other side. Let's get my little thing going there.
Vicky said, that's great because I have some layer cakes I don't know what to do with. So, all right, this is Layer Cake Day. Name that quilt. We got April Green coming in with the Kansas City Square.
Kansas City Square. Okay.
Quick squares coming in from Karen. All right, keep them coming.
It is a 9 patch. That's the cornerstone.
Connie's out there today. She's on the square.
On the square.
All right.
Ooh, what about 9 by 10? People wouldn't get it.
Oh, it has a little Tetris feel there, but the different shapes. So.
I'm going to add a little bit of a border to it. Not a very big one. So it's a 3-inch sashing on that because it's you use your 1.5-inch strip die.
What about 9 squared?
9 squared.
2, 4. That was a 6 across?
It's 6 by 7, so you use all 42 pieces of your layer cake.
Frame and square. Oh, I like that. That's funny.
Frame and square?
Yeah, frame and square is
getting all of the
it's like an L there, some construction.
Construction in there. I did say that.
So it's really we can't do the South 40 because it's 42.
I am going to take these over and just press this out real quick with the...
So the finished size of it then is What does that make the finish size? If your math is mathing.
It's not. So
you got some mathing because it's 7 by 6, right? Or there's
but then it's plus the sashing.
And all that.
It's a pretty large quilt. I want to say it's like 70 by 80 or something like that. So
we could do the South 42. I know there's a few of you that's got some acreage out there. You know,
okay,
South
let's
40,
just
South 42,
stick this under the hot iron real quick. Turn around here. And I'm just pressing this seam.
What was that game that you bounced on the little squares and it lit up?
Well, we can't do anything that has like a copyright already.
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch? Oh, I like that.
Some people call it square scotch. Paula, how are you doing? Well, Foursquare, very interesting. The old Foursquare game, right?
Yeah.
You know what we need? We need like a play on Hollywood Square, right? The old game show.
Quilter Square.
Ooh. What do you guys think of a little play on the Hollywood Squares, right? Where they had little, celebrities in there, and
so we're gonna attach these. Well, it's just so I don't attach all 4 of my pieces. Let's just do this. Points go out like this. Again, you're going to press your seams open with this one because it does get some bulk.
So remember, you do have to comment to be entered in the drawing tonight. You do have Thread of the Month Club. In case we've got something coming in here instead of South 42, how about the 42 South? Did someone say square dance? Joan did say square
Somebody
dance.
said square something.
Yeah.
And
yummy layer cake. Needs
icing. Needs icing.
Connie said tic tac square.
Tic tac square? I like it.
Squared.
42 squared. I like that.
That's a pretty good one.
I like that because quilters know what 42 squares are. Because it could be charm packs, it could be layer cakes.
Yeah, it could be what are those other things like thimble packs and little mini squares?
Mini charms.
Mini charms. All right, so 42 squared. We're kind of liking that a little bit. What do you guys think?
I like 42 squared. I like square dance.
Okay.
Okay, so that's done. We're going to attach these.
Patsy came in. She's hungry. She got the chocolate squares.
Chocolate squares.
Creativity's flowing now.
Just attaching these. Let me move my stuff out of the way here.
See if Peggy's picture came in.
Okay. I didn't think I was making stitches there for a second. I use pre-wound bobbins, and sometimes it doesn't always pick up the bobbin when I use the cutter. So, okay. I want to say the support email is set up on that computer.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Okay, so we are almost done here.
We're getting coming in here. We got some votes coming in. Let's see. Peggy likes the 42 squared. Vicky likes the 42 squared. Kathy threw in country squares and autumn squares and cocoa squares with Patsy.
Well, but if we throw in cocoa, somebody wants to use a different layer cake other than Kansas Troubles, which is what they had in stock down there, and I grabbed. Okay, so that's our layout there. We're going to piece this together.
And welcome to the show. We're just doing all kinds of fun stuff tonight. We're voting on the names for the quilts.
Just lining up my seams.
Picture here.
Let's press this seam open just a little bit. And then we're going to take this block over to the really hot iron.
Okay. What else do we got here? 42 squared is good. I like 42 squared. That block went fast.
This is a super fast block, so don't be afraid of this pattern.
So that's
oh
Peggy's.
My gosh, Peggy, that is going to be beautiful.
All right, guys. Peggy's doing this is the cinnamon one, right?
This is this pattern, and she's doing it in teals and purple and white.
That's really pretty. Peggy, you're genius. You're quilting genius out there.
Look at that. So cute. I'm just going to press this open, and then we're going to go over to the really, really, really hot iron, the Laura Star, and I'm going to spray it with just a quick little shot of starch so that it lays super flat. And then I've got my stack of pieces to sew later this evening, because you need 9 of this block. And this is not just an AccuQuilt pattern. This is rotary cutting as well.
I don't know if I'd be able to show it. I am, maybe. They don't want to see it, of course.
Alright. Well, let's go. Okay, let's give this a quick press. Let's make sure all of these lay flat.
I'll try as best I can to show it to you. Is it okay? If it's okay with Peggy, I'm assuming that it is. It's going to be really hard, but that's kind of what those blocks look like, guys. What a great job. Everybody should give a shout out to Peggy. That looks beautiful. I don't know if I can scroll over here with the... Yeah. So you can kind of get the gist of it, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if we can I don't think we can post pictures in
It'd
the
be really hard.
chat.
You alright?
I'm just kind of klutzy. So there's the
Squares quilt. Teal and purple will be beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. Janice, gorgeous. It's going to be very pretty. Yeah, it really is.
And if you have lots of charm packs, this is going to make a nice size toddler crib quilt. So for one of those so I'm going to do it in the charm packs. I'm losing my words. Hang on. I'm thinking about 2 things. This is our finished block. So we have done the 16-inch blocks, the 8-inch blocks, 4-inch blocks are next. So I have 8 more of these to make. You make 9 of them to complete the colorway. And then we have 3 weeks of 4-inch squares. And my giveaway, I think, is over here.
Kitty Coons just hopped on.
Hi, Kitty.
So Peggy said it's fun and fast so far, which is pretty good. Yeah.
I love fun and I love fast because, you know, I don't have a lot of time to sew. A lot of people are busy and you know, project fatigue. You get sick of working on what you're working on and you want to do something that gives you that, you know, in that feel-good rush of completing something. These blocks are super easy. And even if you do, you can do one colorway in a day. Right, so you don't have to rush through and do a marathon of sewing where your shoulders are hurting and
no tension.
Yeah,
no tension. Should. You gotta let the shoulders down.
Yep.
Back a little bit. You gotta rotate them. Just loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. Peggy, thank you for sharing your blocks. I'll leave that one since this was everybody's favorite. We'll leave those on top. I do think that would be a cool block.
Ooh.
I know, right?
I almost playing around with it, you know?
No, I almost did. I had the pattern like this. This would have been, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I can hold it up, where you had a square like that inside of your...
A square and a square.
And then you could put a 4-inch square here. So you could really play around with this block and make it, so if you have the 4-inch cube, make one of these in a 4-inch, and then take your 8-inch and cut this out, and then, you know, take your shape number 3 and add this, so you've got a star and a star and a star. It looked really cool in the design software, but I thought, nope, nobody's ever going to make this quilt. It's too much piecing. So I design a lot of quilts, and not every one of them deserves to be made. So I did back off of that idea, but I still like it. I might make maybe a wall hanging with the square and the square and the square, or star and star and star.
So Kitty said, love that infinity star.
Infinity star. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because you could keep going smaller and smaller and smaller, or bigger and bigger and bigger.
I might make one. You know, maybe like a wall hanging size. Not out of these fabrics. I've got some scraps left over from the pumpkin spice quilt. Not scraps, this is some of my stash. But out of the pumpkin spice fabrics, I've got all these that I could make a star and a star and a star. And I might do that and see how it turns out, because that's a lot of seams in one place.
So April was saying that, ooh, especially if they were in different colorways, right?
Yeah. So yeah, like scrappy. So you could do several different colorways. I'll put something together. Those of you who've already bought the pattern, you have the information for the 4-inch square, the 8-inch square, and the 16-inch square. And you only need the 4-inch cube and the 8-inch cube to do it. So.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Now I'm inspired. Now I don't want to work on that. Now I want to work on...
What?
I'm kidding. I have to finish that because I need to quilt it, because we're going to be going down to Springfield, what weekend after next? First Saturday. And I want to have that done and down there for them to be inspired and see what to do with layer cakes. So, okay.
Let's see. So we welcome Mary Jane Woods Rice. Hi from Florida. You said in Branson, got my Bernina embroidery machine at the quilt sample. Very nice. Welcome to the show.
I think we might do this moving forward. Do colors of the month, because I like the idea of doing the variegated and the solid. So both of these are spring green because it's spring. We just had the spring equinox. Colors of the month are 3320, and that is the variegated. It is the lighter one. And $12.31, which is the kind of Kelly green.
Well,
15.
What's that one? The last one? What number is it?
1231. If you are in the club, they are 15% off. If you're not in the club, it's $20 to join. You get this little box, and then all of the thread that you buy for our Aerofill is 20% off from now until whenever. We don't have any plans of.
No, it's a great club, and it's a good savings on the thread. So
okay.
So Stephanie wanted to know rotary cutter options if they'll be. I don't know if there's going to be that. I think that's what she's talking about.
What was the question?
She said rotary cutter options.
For this quilt?
I don't know.
It is. So, Stephanie, if you're asking about this quilt, the pattern does include rotary cutting instructions. So, you would have all the information you need to cut out using a rotary cutter. But really, seriously, think about getting an AccuQuilt because, oh my gosh, you'll never go back. I'll get you using it because we do all kinds of stuff with AccuQuilt, and I say it over and over and over, and Ruth is probably going over there. She never makes anything unless you can cut it with AccuQuilt, and it's true.
Yeah, the comments still didn't come through, Stephanie. I'm not sure. It may just be slow feed on Facebook, though, too.
So tonight's giveaway is the charm pack of the Daisy Lane, which is those fabrics.
Oh, nice.
Squares.
Nice.
I am going to do a mini, like, you'll need a 1-inch strip die because we'll do 1/2-inch logs. So 1.5 inch to separate so that it doesn't overwhelm the mini charms. So, who's going to be our winner?
Stephanie, your comment didn't come through, so you have to repost that.
Yeah, Stephanie, please repost your question.
And I guess everybody tell us what they've been working on.
Well, I've been working on that. I think it's pretty. Here, let me put these in my little basket. And I'll grab the piece that I've already pieced.
This looks like a different color, like hair.
Oh, my bobbin ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright,
So that's it.
Playing around with this just a little bit. She said she posted a thumbs up. So,
okay.
Okay. So we got that comment taken care of. So-and-so, where'd you get your shelves and the glass doors?
IKEA.
Yep. The doors are separate, guys. So
yes,
if you do get them, you have to order the doors. Otherwise, you just get those shelves. So.
Yeah. I don't have a door on my AccuQuilt because it won't actually close. But yeah, it does keep the kitty out of my fabric. So before we had them, she would get in there and pull fabric out and then go in there and nest. And nobody likes fabric.
I'm sure none of you have ever had that problem before.
With kitty on it.
So this is what we've been talking about, where we were having fun with the names and people were doing.
I like 42 squared.
Yeah, so I think 42 squared. Joan's going with 42 squared. So this quilt's name is 42 squared. Thanks to all of you.
Yeah, and there may already be a pattern for this out there in the world because I can't believe I'm the only one. This is so simple. I can't believe I'm the only one that thought it up ever. So,
a lot of fun.
But I'll write your...
I mean, the way the colors go together, I mean, really beautiful.
Well,
right?
because it's a layer cake. They all go together. Right? And I used, this is a Kansas Troubles layer cake. Daisy Lane, what was the same as our giveaway. It's this one. There are some of these in the Springfield store, so if you want to make this yourself, go to quiltsampler.com and order one of these, because once we hang it up, they're all going to fly out the door.
Yeah, true.
I'm hoping. So, What?
Patsy said she was throwing her names in for the wrong quilt.
Oh. Well, no, I thought she was naming her quilt Seabreeze.
That was Peggy.
Peggy. Oh, Patsy. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a great quilt, and I'll show you how I keep track of my little clippy here. Is how I keep track of where my top is. So, because when you're doing rows, you got to keep them all in. Because I laid these out in software, and found a string. Can't help myself. I laid these out in software so that I could get the colors right, where I wouldn't have like a brown next to a brown next to a brown, so that my colors would be.
I got
Hello, Willow. Somebody must be walking the trail.
Lana didn't make an appearance today, so sorry about that. We do have a winner, Julie Higgins. Congrats.
Julie, congratulations.
On the, what was that, the daisy? You got it.
Yeah. Julie, are you here in Kansas City or what region of the country? Well, let me ask you this. Better question. Would you like us to mail this to you or pick it up? And I will put this in my bag because I am notorious for just leaving this on the right here. And then I'm at work tomorrow and somebody comes in and goes, hey, I won the prize. And I'm like, it's on my cutting table. So please just let us.
Yay.
Julie, please let us know if you'd like to pick up or have it shipped.
She's in South Louisiana, so
we
that
will
would probably be
ship
a
this to
ship
you.
unless you're making a weekend trip.
Julie, if you could, if you haven't shopped with us before, just please direct message us on Facebook, on Quilters HQ, and we'll get this in the mail to you. So,
Congrats.
Congratulations. You can make a mini-me version of this.
Mini-me.
I am going to make one, but I think I'm going to do something a little more colorful.
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, why do the same thing twice, right? Do something bright and cheery, and, I've got a small collection of charm packs for myself, and that's about it. I think it's a super easy quilt. I think you'll like it. Super easy. You don't have to press your seams open. Good to go.
Lots of fun today.
Yeah.
If you came on late, you might want to go back and rewatch. We were just having some fun there.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's 42 squares.
42 squared?
42 squared. Yes. Little border.
If somebody wants to come
Probably
up with the
3
math
inch
there
border.
real quick on that 42 squared.
All right, I have it open. I actually still have it open over here. Oh my gosh, she's got zoomies.
$1,764.
What?
42 squared.
Is
1,762.
Finished quilt will be 87 by 100.
87 by 100 on the 42 squared.
So,
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I'm busy working on it.
As always, Joan.
Oil your hook. Change your needle. You may need to go up a size or even down a size or change the type to a stretch. And check your thread path.
Please, please, please.
Before you bring it in for a spa day. If those things don't work, bring it in. We'll clean it up for you.
All right, everyone.